Um, okay, here we go. You just got a game. Since this VOD is mostly for Jeremiah, I'll probably be talking directly to you, uh, most of the time. I'll send you random little messages and stuff, but yeah. Hmm. Okay, it looks like I'm already lagging to hell, but this is okay. Oh no, it's working fine. Okay, so I know it's not much already, but you should have been at the door just getting some poke damage. It's a little thing I know, but Genji's job is to always be getting ult charge all of the time. Um, Especially in the beginning, if a Genji can get his ult off right away, everything good will happen to him. That was a good dash. Your road really should be doing more damage to that Brig, but yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be judging on mechanics much since you are new to PC. Um, but characters out in the open like that is 2 against 1. They should have died a lot faster. Um, I guess giving tips for improving that, since it is a game mechanic, and I said I wasn't going to talk about it much, and since I already have talked about it, one thing you can do is just practice tracking the enemy while you're hitting them, because even though Genji's a projectile hero, you still have to kind of aim with him. You were kind of flicking a lot. Nice. Oh. Um, right there, you just deflected. You wasted your deflect, and then you bladed in. Not really knowing what was there. I mean, you got the Moira, in the Ashe, and the Ashe was there, but you didn't know that the Ashe was there, until you bladed. And it's very dangerous to go in for a blade, um, right next to their spawn when you don't have deflect. Ability management is very serious in this game. Of course, you know that. That couldn't be helped really. Ashe is just terrifying. Nice view. Another small thing, crosshair placement. I always place it where enemies could be. You're kind of aiming at the floor a little bit. Um, oh shoot, nice escape. Oh, you should have just kept running backwards for the help. It doesn't matter. Damn, my stream is a very shitty quality right now. I haven't even been looking at your team comp either. By the way, you only have one healer. one tank now. You have two tanks. You were you have three DPS. Okay. Winston won't really work well against their comp. They got a lot of burst damage. In the Brig stun, McCree stun. McCree eliminates flankers and tanks. He's a tank buster now. Ashe just pop pop. Uh, she does a lot of damage. You can't really jump on anyone then unless you get one of those two heroes, McCree or Ashe alone. Moira has her ability that allows her to get out of situations really easily. Her right click drains a lot of health. I don't know, those are just a bunch of little things that add up to big things that need to be thought about. But defending right here, it's working out really well. They're grouping up, and you can just zap the hell out of them. And it's good to provide an anchor for your team, what you're doing. So there are ups and downsides to your pick. What I would do in this situation is I would play Brig. Since Brig is very flexible. She's got her shield. She's like a tank. She does enough damage to be DPS and she heals. Since you only have the one healer. But right now everything's working, so it's going just fine. Good kill on that Moira. Oh shoot, just jumped right into that high noon. When you did jump onto that point, you jumped straight onto the Roadhog, but the Roadhog died. There wasn't really much going on there anyway. Forgot to press Q. Oh. Oops. Nice jump. I would have done the same exact thing. There, that was good that you were actually thinking about your teammates. Most people don't do that. Um, Whenever you can, try to get that jump damage onto heroes. It's really worth it. Good hero prioritization. You went for the Moira first. Moira is playing really weird. Usually, I would see a Moira save her left shift ability to avoid the Winston, but you've just been having your way with her. And that McCree hasn't punished you at all, or the Ashe. Getting your healers some ult charge, hell yeah. They've been changing up their comp a lot. Now that they have a soldier and an Ana's my ping is pretty bad. That's fine. Um, oh, you could have shielded that. I'm hoping that's a ping thing. Oh, that's fine. Good jump. Hell yeah. When you got that blade and spawn. I forgot if I mentioned that was a kind of weird deflect. I don't remember. Hmm. Yeah, that was a good game. I don't know, there wasn't really any big issues or anything that I noticed. Just yeah, there will be a lot and a lot of little things, but I implore you, please listen to those little things because the little things add up. If the enemy doesn't listen to those little things, the same things that I'm telling you, you'll have that advantage over them. Yeah, and every rank. I mean, I've never played in top 500, but a lot of things are based off of mistakes that the enemy makes. If you can play as perfect as possible, and that is a thing, and especially in this game, playing as perfect as you possibly can, min maxing everything, you'll get to where you want to be. Uh, in in professional Overwatch games, if the enemy team makes a mistake, uh, it's capitalized on. Just as how you have to do that with stupid mistakes that your low level enemies are going to make here. I Oh, they add two healers. I don't even remember their team comp anymore, but uh, it was goofy, and you have to take advantage of that in ways that you can. I am. I hope that I'm feeling ambitious enough to edit this. I probably won't. Oh, you're in a game. Well, that's weird that it didn't tell me sooner. I guess I had to refresh. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, I'm upset that I didn't get the first part of that game. Beginnings of games are almost always important. Oh, death. So to look at the team comp, they have a Mercy. Uh, you should know that your objective is to go for the Mercy. You have two healers, um, two tanks, yeah. You should not go for the Hanzo. You should try to completely avoid the Hanzo at all costs while going for that Mercy. You deflected nothing, wasting your deflect. Deflect is an ability that a lot of people don't appreciate because you can just use it and have no worth. But when you do get worth with it, it's great. Good. That was really good. Reins can't do anything if you keep the right distance. Good dash. Oh, you know what time it is? Nice. That was a great play. There was nothing you could do about that Hanzo. But yeah, dashing through that Genji as soon as he bladed so that you would avoid death. That was good. Um, excuse me. Yeah, blades are just hard to get well. Now you know to appreciate and respect that Hanzo though. just landed a headshot on you. It's a little bit easier to do after a Genji dashes. Um, that was good. But yeah. But yeah, you still know your main objective is Mercy. That was very unfortunate. The Hanzo decided to just crash his computer right there, and that deflect would have been worth it if the Hanzo wasn't special. I have absolutely no idea what happened there. It was hilarious. Damn, Anubis is rough. Uh, yeah, that's all I can say for that one. I keep forgetting that you're gonna see this video in a minute, but I guess I can explain it more here. Like there were times when the Hanzo was right in front of you. Um, the Hanzo was right in front of you, and you were shooting at him. Sometimes you just don't want to do that. Uh, if you see that their Mercy is all alone, Mercy with that huge hitbox, the only healer, um, she's in the back behind everyone. They have no stuns and one tank. That's free game for you. If you can pick off that Mercy every time, or even some of the time, you win the game for your team, and that's your job. As you know, but yeah, sneaking around that Hanzo is important. Um, even though he was kind of goofy, wasn't the best Hanzo, but yeah. Myself, I'm scared of attacking Ana's as Genji, just because Ana has such a weird hitbox. But Mercy's hitbox is just beautiful. Easy to hit. Same with Zenyatta's. Huh. Yeah, I wish that there were more like this is the secret to doing this things that I could tell you, but really there aren't that many of those. There's like tricks and tips. Like while you were fighting that Hanzo, if you just kind of circle around them, 80-80, sometimes that scares them. That's what I found for Hanzos. Or just like stand right in front of them, get a line of 3 shurikens, make sure you hit all of them, and then deflect. Uh, it's kind of like a rhythm. You deflect, and then if you hit him with an arrow, good, you killed him. If not, then you can dash through him, hit him with them 3 shurikens from the other side. And yeah, I'll be right back. Someone's knocking on my door. That's been on there for like stream. You guys can watch. But yeah, I'll be in here. Bye. Oh, I'm back. Dang it, I missed it. Okay, at least you haven't really started. Oh, that's scary. For that reason, I always look out the windows when I start out. Out. Oh shoot. Good getaway. Oh. So they have a Mei. That means don't go into any tight corridors. You have 2 healers, 2 tanks. Your flanker, DPS, widows, your sniper. They have 2 tanks. Zenyatta, Mei is going to really give you hell here. Nice. That was close. Just very nearly got frozen. Oh damn. Don't be afraid to go away from your team a little bit. Diverge paths, because if they're taking fire from multiple sides, causing distractions. That was a cool jump, by the way. I didn't know you could do that. If oh shoot, now's when you want to hide. But if if they're taking fire from both sides, it will confuse them and get you more ult charge because they can't cover 2 sides as easily as one. If that makes sense. If your team's shooting through one choke, you shooting through another will be very grateful or helpful. You know that Ashe is up there. You gotta get her. Oh man, that's very intense. Ouch! I didn't think that would get you from there. Actually. Uh, by now you should have had your ult. Most of your entire team has their ult by now. And Genji gets his ult relatively fast compared to other people. So that's just one thing that you'll want to work on. Always shooting, always doing something. Um, yeah, like that. There's times to take cover and everything, but as Genji, you always want to be doing something. That's the best advice I've ever heard for Genji. Might be different for other people, but yeah, the best advice I ever heard for him was always make sure that you're doing something. Uh, Piba is my friend Jeremiah. Hi, Chris. You got to make sure you're reloading when you're doing nothing. It's really important with Genji, getting the most damage out of every situation that you can. Oh, I had no idea that Mei was there. And also, you're sitting in the back of your team. You don't want to do that at all as Genji. You're playing like a sniper, sort of. You want to be up front or off to the side, kind of doing something to them. Because all that's happening right now is you're peppering them. That's, I think, all your Widow. Oh, you have a McCree now. Is doing as well. But yeah, be better than that Widow. Nice kill on that Zarya. Looks like your team's trying to push a little bit, but do not go in with this. Oh, I thought you were gonna blade there. I was. You should always be able to see. Nice. That Mei is freezing you. You should have dashed out of there as soon as the Zenyatta ult happened. Tried to look around for people who were on the outskirts, but yeah, especially with that Mei there, you don't want to stay. Um, you don't want to stay in a transcendence, an enemy transcendence, while their Mei can just shoot you. Excuse me. Ew, that water tasted like not water. Ugh. I don't. What do you do when your water doesn't taste like water? You taste it again and realize that you're going crazy. Um, yeah, it's just water. I think I'm going crazy. What are you gonna do about it? Just taste it again. And actually, it doesn't taste like water this time. What the hell? I have no idea what that taste is. Oh well. I'll eat it anyway. Now is defending. Take into account your team's questionable decisions. Ana. Ana, the most mechanically demanding support hero. Good for practice, but be careful. Um, Either way here, you're screwed because your team either has to pick a second support or a second tank. They picked a second support. Um, McCree. Uh, are you playing against Silvers? Oh jeez. McCree can defend you with his stun. Orisa's got a lot of CC to help defend you. Another tank would have the same. But yeah, Mercy right here is your best bet. She's your best bud. And positioning here will be very weird. Okay. Be careful when they push. You're standing still a lot. I know that they're not here, but yeah, good swapping and stuff. Nice anti. If they have a sniper of some sort, you're standing that still. You're a free pick. Um, if you're not paying attention to them pushing in. Um, that's why quick scoping is such a big thing, Azana. Uh, the triangle. Chris, he's platinum on PlayStation, uh, so he hasn't played on PC much or ranked on PC. What triangle are you talking about? Careful to not waste your nades. Ana ability management is incredibly important. Yeah, Chris, I don't know that as long as an ally is within the triangle, it auto targets. I did not know that. I had no idea. Yeah, I didn't even know about the triangle. So, Jeremiah, Chris just told me in the Twitch chat, as long as an ally is in the triangle, it auto targets onto them for healing, which is neat. I had no idea. This is good positioning, by the way. No one's gonna get up there to kill you, and your team's just kind of taking care of everything. There's not really much to talk about here since the enemy team seems to be doing nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why hip fire, I mean not hip fire, quick scoping, is such a big thing with Anas. It's really hard to do. You should be healing your Orisa right there. Yeah, Zana, you always have to be paying attention to stuff like that. But quick scoping, you get uh, less healing in per second, but overall, it's better for everything. Oh shoot. Your Orisa's been half this entire time. Your Mercy just started healing her up, but little things like that, just keeping your tanks popped off. That's well, not even topped off. Just making sure that they're not going to die at any given second. Orisa's armor is really important for that. Uh, if you're just letting her sit at half health there, it's scary. At this moment is when you should move and stop fighting the Hanzo, because he's already hit you twice. And I mean they're not gonna push in anyway. They haven't all game long, but uh, unless you're super confident in dueling a Hanzo, you have to be careful. Excuse me. Prioritize not dying over getting a kill. That's another good piece of advice I got. Prioritize not dying over anything. Uh, that moment right there perfectly encapsulates prioritize not dying over getting a kill. Like you could have killed that Hanzo, but at what risk? That was a good nade, but it didn't hit. Not too much you could do here. Most of your team died when they pushed that. All you can really do is try and stall. Um, Here is when I would make the choice to swap off of Ana. You should look at your accuracy. If it's lagging, then that's excusable. For sure. Okay, so yeah, it's lagging. I mean, I gave a few good tips, but uh, yeah, having an inconsistent connection can be the biggest hindrance in this game. Your positioning's really good, by the way. Just you're staying behind cover, where all these guys are. You're staying behind your team. But that was goofy. Uh, but some of the things you're doing with Ana, you're also doing with Genji. With Genji, you're able to play in the enemy team a lot of the time. Oh shoot. Your Orisa. No, I don't know. Nothing really you could do there. Good nano. Um, with the nano change here, I recommend. Oh, you should focus on some of your team behind you. Uh, with a lot of the nano changes, I would recommend waiting. You shouldn't have passed that door with that McCree. He could just pop out and kill you anytime right now. Uh, but with the nano changes, I recommend using it after they've lost some health, just because it heals them. But that was a good nano. Let your Orisa pop off a little. Yeah, with the shield, you should be trying to get in as much damage while you're not healing as you can. Oh shoot. Your Mercy's dead. You are the only healer here. That means you have to focus completely on your team. A lot of your team is ahead of the Orisa, so that means you should be directly behind the Orisa. Uh, nice. Your Orisa was kind of low there as well. Just paying attention to ally health bars a little more is something that I'd recommend. I mean, it should be a skill to always have all of your teammates' status in check. It's really hard to do, and the higher you go up in rank, the more you can. You had teammates there. That sucks. But the higher you go up in rank, the easier it'll be to like memorize. Say your McCree dies, be like, my McCree won't be back for 20 seconds, and you do that for every hero on your team and the enemy team. You'll get better at it with time. But yeah. Damn McCree. Okay, so that's 3 games. I'll give you that. Bye.